The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host and their guests do not necessarily reflect those of Para X, its affiliates, or its sponsors.
Oh, hell no!
Whatever.
The following program contains opinions expressed by the Dead Zone. If you find this broadcast offensive, lighten up, candy ass.
What?
Oh my gosh.
It's a radio show.
Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Power up request received. Initiating systems. Powering up transmitters. Welcome to the Dead Zone.
Wait a minute.
Hear this.
Dead Zone Paranormal Radio Show. This week's guest is an old friend of the show and our favorite zombie, Ben Bladen. That's right, you might remember him from a little show called The Walking Dead. Oh yeah. Also, don't forget, I know I keep shoving it down your throat, but the 3 events coming up: Hannah House in Indianapolis, August 14th, right? Midwest Paracon in October, and DeadCon in October, the October 15th through the 17th. Check it out. Come see us. We'd love to see you. Also, to kick off tonight's show, we have a brand new house band. Check it out. Death Ingoria 2, right? What a name. We're going to play battle stations, and we use it as a weapon. And those guys, they also have a comic book. We're going to have them on the show. We're going to have her on the show, at least, pretty soon, to tell you all about it and all about the book and where to get it. So hang on. Before we do anything, here's Michelle with the Paranormal News.
Hey, it's Michelle again, doing paranormal news and events on the Dead Zone. This week's episode is brought to you again by me, Michelle Poi, Associate Broker at Seasons of Indiana Real Estate. Contact me for all your real estate needs through my Dead Zone email, michelle.deadzone@gmail.com. That's Michelle with 2 L's, MICHELLE .deadzone@gmail.com. This episode is also brought to you by K.D. Wakefield, the author of a new suspense thriller called Murderous Masquerade. This is available in paperback or Kindle, so order your copy today on Amazon.
Paranormal news.
Hello. I found this week's article on phantomsandmonsters.com. This was published Tuesday, May 4th, 2021. It's titled Small Quadruped Humanoids Observed Along Dark Northern Wisconsin Country Road. A northern Wisconsin teen is with her boyfriend when she begins to experience panic attacks along a certain country road. Later, she observes several small, hairless humanoid creatures along the same road. And this is her account. This happened to me yesterday, Monday, May 3rd, and I'm still processing it. To preface, I live in northern Wisconsin in an area that has a large Ojibwe population. One thing I have learned from living here is if a native tells you something is wrong, you listen to them. They've been here longer than us, and they know what's going on. I'm a 16-year-old female and a junior in high school. Last night was my junior prom, and I went with my boyfriend. Because of COVID, the prom was hosted by parents a couple towns over in a small town hall. We had to drive, and my boyfriend picked me up. The highway that leads to this town is desolate and runs straight through a forest. It's about 15 miles long. This would be fine, but then we entered this specific area on the highway. I'm a pretty level-headed person. I don't scare easily. When we entered this area, I felt nothing but pure terror. We were surrounded by nothing but woods, and I felt like I was being hunted. There were these garbage bags on the side of the road. The first garbage bag was on the left side of the road. I pointed it out to my boyfriend, and he said that somebody probably dumped it there so that they wouldn't have to pay for garbage pickup. I believed him until we came upon 2 more garbage bags a couple of miles down the road. They were on opposite sides of the road, equal lengths apart. I shrugged it off. Then equal distances away, there were 2 more garbage bags. This continued for the remainder of the stretch of the road until the end, where there was a single garbage bag, now on the right. I told my boyfriend that the road was giving me a weird vibe, and he did his best to calm my anxieties. He thought I was worried because the road had a fast speed limit, 65 to 70, but it wasn't a fear like that. It was a primal fear. Something was there above me on the food chain. Everything was fine until we left the dance. Pulling out of the parking lot, there was a cop. The cop pulled onto the highway leading to this road when they saw us coming. They didn't use a turn signal, which was very illegal. The cops started acting very weird. While in front of us, they were swerving and kept hugging the line. Then right before we reached the road, the cop, with no warning, I may add, just stopped, did a U-turn, not even 50 feet from our car, and hauled ass off the road. No sirens, no lights, not even an effing turn signal. My boyfriend and I were weirded out. It didn't help that this road was pitch black and the only light was his car's shitty high beams. We then entered the road, and again I was terrified. After passing the first garbage bag, the sense of primal fear returned. I wanted out. I started shaking and crying, and my boyfriend did his very best to comfort me. He suggested pulling over until I calmed down, but I refused. In that moment, I was sure that if we pulled over, we would die. I just kept repeating the phrase, "Something's not right here." He stepped on the gas. Being 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, we were the only ones on this road. Off in the distance behind us, we saw a glowing pair of LED brights. They were pulling up on us fast. Might I keep you in mind, the speed limit here was 65-70. This car was going at least 85-90. And this driver was none other than the cop from before. This cop, again, no sirens or lights, sped right past us and off into the distance. Something in my gut told me that whoever was in that car was feeling the same way I was. Nothing changed for a bit. My boyfriend talked me down and I was calm, but then suddenly I felt the terror again. It was stronger than ever. I started having a panic attack and screaming. I was crying and begging my boyfriend to leave because something was wrong. Then I looked out my window and saw them. There were 5 to 10 little creatures coming out of the woods. One looked me right in the eyes, and I knew this thing was a predator. They were a bit larger than a raccoon and walked on all fours, completely hairless. They looked humanoid and wrinkled. Imagine the top half of a Fuji mermaid, but larger and not dried out. Another way to describe them is a smaller version of the rake. They had eyes that reflected light or that glowed in the dark. They were skinny and frail looking. I screamed and I begged my boyfriend to keep driving. He obliged, and he did. Eventually, we left that road and got back to a more populated area of the highway. He pulled over and began to comfort me. I was having a panic attack. I tried to tell him what I saw, but I just couldn't. I told him I saw a malformed raccoon. He just laughed it off. We returned to my house and I was terrified. I had explained to my mother that something was wrong with that road. She shrugged it off, but allowed my boyfriend to stay the night, which made me feel better that he didn't have to leave and got to stay at my house away from the woods and those things. My dad, whom we told about the cop, said that the cop was just trying to rouse us, that the cop was hoping we'd make a mistake and they could ticket us. I'm not sure if that's true. I called my best friend today. She is Ojibwe, who practices the beliefs and culture. When we were talking, I couldn't help but spill. I told her about the creatures in the woods and the cop and the trash bags. She sounded worried. She said the trash bags were most likely from people who volunteer to clean the highways, which I can agree with. They were clear bags. I could see trash in them. She was worried about the creatures. She started asking me questions. She asked if I was on my period. She asked about the spiritual healing practice my mother takes me to. She asked if I tried to contact a spirit or if I had tried to play with something dead. I told her about the natural healing my mother has me doing NAET for my allergies, and that I hadn't tried to play with the dead. I told her that that day was the day after my period had just finished. She told me in a concerned voice that the NAET may have opened my third eye and that those creatures may have been attracted to me because of my period. She told me that she was going to give me sage and that I needed to use it. She asked me to redraw what I saw, and I did. I sent the picture to her, and she said that it was weird, but that I should be safe. I am still shaken up. Those things wanted me and were out for blood. I don't think I'll ever go back there again.
Yes! I found it at last! Marla's sacred cauldron. This is the legendary artifact that has been whispered about in hushed tones for hundreds of years, and now it's mine! All mine!
Who dares defile the sanctity of my castle walls? Step away from the cauldron, you impertinent, muddy-metaled maltworm.
Never! I've spent half my lifetime trying to discover your age-old secret of stirring the cauldron!
Oh, for Merlin's sake, that's no deep, dark secret. Just tune into the Para X Radio Network Thursday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern for more cauldron stirring than you can shake a wand at.
Oh. Well, in that case, I guess I don't need to take up any more of your time, so I guess I'll be going!
Not just yet. We've got a little unfinished business to take care of.
That's Stirring the Cauldron with Marla Brooks every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Para X Radio Network.
Coast to Coast AM article, former director of National Intelligence hints at revelatory UFO report. Dated March 22nd, 2021, written by Tim Banal. In a recent interview with Fox News, former Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe shared insights on the UFO phenomenon and suggested that a forthcoming government report on the subject could contain significant revelations. His intriguing comments were made during a conversation with Maria Bartiromo this past Friday evening. Positing that the former Trump administration official saw the most intelligence that anyone has ever seen other than the president, the host noted that the government is required to issue a report on UFOs to the public later this year and asked Ratcliffe if such strange objects have been seen. Although he chuckled when Bartiromo initially broached the topic, the former DNI offered a serious response, saying that the government has lots of reports about what we call unidentified aerial phenomena. He went on to confirm that the government will be issuing a proverbial UFO report in a few months, and claimed that he wanted to get this information out and declassified before I left office, but was unable to pull off such a feat. Frankly, there are a lot more sightings than have been made public, Ratcliffe said, explaining that these reports come from Navy or Air Force pilots or have been picked up by satellite imagery. These puzzling objects, he revealed, engage in actions that are difficult to explain, move in a manner seemingly impossible by current technology, and exceed the sound barrier without a sonic boom. Ratcliffe revealed that there are quite a few of those incidents on record and postulated that information on these cases is being gathered and will be put out in a way that the American people will see. As for what could be behind these inexplicable sightings, he indicated that when we see these things, we always look for a plausible explanation, citing weather effects or potential foreign technology, but conceded that there are instances where we don't have good explanations for what we have seen. Pressed by Bartiromo for more information on where these objects have been seen, Ratcliffe marveled that there have been sightings all over the world. Dismissing the notion that such reports come from a solitary witness, he clarified that usually we have multiple sensors that are picking up these things. Ultimately, the former DNI mused that I think it'll be healthy for as much of this information to get out there as possible so that the American people can see some of the things that we've been dealing with. Fortunately, we won't have to wait all that much longer to see what, if anything, gets revealed to the public, as the government report on UFOs is set to be released on June 1st. So if you have any proof of UFOs, sorry about that, any proof of UFOs, whether you have pictures, videos, you have a story that you'd like to share, email me at michelle.deadzone@gmail.com. That's michelle.deadzone@gmail.com.
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
This all-consuming need that don't breathe. Look what we've got. Do I surrender my time, surrender my life for something you don't see? Do I surrender my heart, surrender my home for a cause you don't even believe? And as we man this battle station, I hope you know, if it was up to me, you'd never make it home. And as we man this battle station, I hope you know, if it was up to me, I'd drop you like a stone. If it was up to me, you'd never make it home. But it's not up to me. No, it's not up to me. No, it's not up to me. I'm just scared.
Death and Gloria. How cool is that, man? Come on. One more. We use it as a weapon. What could that be?
I'm dragged till I'm deaf and blind. I have no faith, and it does me alright. Could never make me any better than you. Do you think we could find some relief between our opposing philosophies? I just don't think the same as you do.
Are you in a band or know of a band that is currently unsigned and looking for airplay for free? We want to hear from you. One of the main goals of the show is to help promote up-and-coming bands and artists as well as our paranormal community. Getting your name out there can be tough, especially these days. Shoot us an email, deadzonebooking@gmail.com. If your music fits our genre, hard rock, 80s, 90s metal, and new metal, we want to help.
If all radio stations in town were palm trees, we'd be the one with the biggest coconuts.
Here are the one, the only Dead Zone.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, well, I'm on video messenger, but I guess we can just do it like this.
Right. Now,
I mean, I can't see you. I can see myself, but I don't, as
Right.
long as you can record the audio.
Right. Yeah. Can you hear me all right? I know we have a delay issue at times, so.
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I was trying to get you to the reason that's not working. So
Right.
I just got you on the speaker.
Right.
And everybody's going to have to just listen to my interview.
Listen up, right?
There's nobody out here right now, but
Right. So what's going on, man?
Yeah.
It's been a long time, man.
Right. Yeah, it's been a while. How long has it been?
It's been at least a year, at the very least, since we've had you.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, it's been a year. I know. I think the last time that we had you on, you were starting a show that we're out in the sticks, so we can't see anything. We can't stream anything. You were a devil.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's your pretty face is going to hell. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
That's long over with.
Oh yeah, that's been a while.
Yeah, I've been working. I've been working.
I did see something about.
What's that?
I did see something about Zola. That was more recent?
Oh yeah, I mean I've been working at, but unfortunately I can't really talk about a lot of the stuff I've been working on.
Okay, that's
but
good.
I've been working pretty regularly.
Right, that's good news. That means you have upcoming shows. Yeah. Sweet. All right. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I can talk about would be like I was on NCIS New Orleans.
Yeah. Okay.
That's already aired, so I can talk about it.
Right. Fill us in, man.
Okay, I mean, I just played a prisoner. It was just a small role.
Right.
I had a line in one scene, but they didn't use that scene.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But you can see me standing. Yeah, but you can see me sitting right next to one of the main characters, like prisoner characters in the episode.
Right.
So you do see me in the episode.
Right. Very cool.
So, I mean, but it was cool because they flew me down to New Orleans and
nice.
And I spent a week in New Orleans and I'd never been there before.
Oh, no kidding. That's one of our favorite places, man. New Orleans, dude. Love the town.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorite places now.
Yeah, right.
I'd never been there before. What?
I'm sorry, I didn't say it. Go ahead.
Sorry?
I didn't say anything. Go ahead.
No. Oh no, but like they had me there for a week and I filmed for a couple of days, and the rest of the week they just had me there so they could COVID test me on site.
Oh yeah.
And so I got to spend a lot of time in New Orleans, although we were still kind of heavier, and because this was before like all the vaccines and stuff were rolling out, so
right,
we were still heavier into the lockdown than we are now. But I was able to kind of navigate enough to where I could still see the French Quarter, but kind of stay away from people.
Yeah, that's a shame. That you did get to spend.
Yeah,
you did get.
I went down to Bourbon Street.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, nope.
No.
Yeah.
Was it kind of busy? Bourbon Street, was it busy?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you mentioned...
but Decatur Street didn't have that many people.
Right. You mentioned being tested. I just recently, like I think 2 episodes ago, we just talked to Vincent Ward, and he had the same thing. They kept you there and tested you every day of filming. Yeah,
they tested me like 3 times. Like when you're a day player like I am, you're only filming 1 or 2 days. They'll test you 3 times before they film.
Right. Just to make sure, yeah.
And
obviously everything was fine. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. I mean, he told me that. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, okay, that's amazing.
Right.
But yeah, man, New Orleans, man,
they're
kicking.
Yeah, they're very strict about COVID regulations on film sets.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I think they're looking SAG-AFTRA. The union is about to pass an ordinance where you can't work in a film set unless you've been vaccinated.
Oh, no kidding. Here come the papers, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a big uproar about that. I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah. That is wild. That's cool.
Yeah.
I wish we could get an exclusive from you, but I know that's impossible, and you've been told not to, and I understand that completely. So,
yeah.
Here, I've got a question for you, and I'm sure you've been asked this 1,000 times, and I may have mentioned this the last time you were on. Back in the day, back on The Walking Dead, on The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How long did you have to sit in a makeup chair to get everything ready?
Well, okay, so most of the time the makeup would take about 2 hours.
Really? That's all?
Yeah, they had us in long sleeve shirts, and that was a pain because
80 degrees,
a lot of times we were filming in June, July, and August.
Yeah, and so you're burning the hell up, yeah.
Yeah, but they had us in long sleeve shirts so that we they didn't have to do much to our arms. They just did our face,
right,
and then their hands,
right.
And those took about, on the average, 2 hours. Now, I did one walker that I'm actually pretty known for, where I didn't have a shirt on.
Okay.
It shows my rib cage exposed.
Right.
That one took about 3.5 hours.
Right. Now I know. I think Michelle had sent a photo of a souvenir glass that she has. I bought her, and we were thinking that might have been you. Was that you? Your face?
She sent me that photo, and I forgot to respond to it. And I apologize for that, but no, it wasn't me.
That wasn't you. Oh wow. Okay.
No, it wasn't me.
Sure as hell look like it.
Everybody thinks that every zombie on that show is me.
No, I can tell the difference. I can tell it when I'm watching the show. I can tell it's you. Yeah. Like I said at the beginning. At the beginning.
One of the reasons why I'm not working on the show anymore.
Oh really? No kidding. Because no kidding. Why would they do that?
Yeah, once you become too recognizable.
Then you're
become too recognizable. Once they feel like
okay, yeah.
The audience can tell that you're the same person in different makeup.
Right.
Then they stop using you.
Oh, that kind of sucks, right? In a big way.
Yeah, well, maybe at first, but now I'm doing jobs where that, is a lot more rewarding, and I'm actually making a lot more money.
Okay, well, there you go.
Than I did on The Walking Dead, so.
There you go.
It's like I will always be grateful for my time on The Walking Dead, but at the same time, it's kind of, been there, done that.
Right. Been there, done that.
It was
exactly.
Time. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that I can get from that show now that I haven't already gotten.
There you go. Your opinion.
So
your opinion.
Time to move on.
Speaking of moving on, your opinion.
No.
Speaking of moving on, in your opinion, do you think it's about time for The Walking Dead to hang it up? like a lot of people do? Just your opinion.
I'm not sure if I want to answer that question or not.
You might get a call back. So, no, yeah, I get
it. Yeah, you never know.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, they've had a good run.
Yeah.
I think it's a good time for the show to end, most definitely.
Right.
But, you know, I mean, they've definitely had a good run. And
right.
I'm interested to see the movies with Rick in it.
With Rick, yeah.
And,
absolutely. Yeah.
And I've actually grown to like Fear of the Walking Dead more than the original show.
Have you? Now, see, I don't get a chance to watch a lot of things, and Michelle did try when it first came out, and she really didn't care for it that much. I think she got a sour taste in her mouth for the series as a whole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they, first of all,
yeah,
when they
I feel like
Go ahead.
Sorry?
Go ahead.
Oh, I think like the show, well, first of all, it's a completely different show now than when it started off.
Oh, yeah.
I've said before that show is the only show that I've ever seen to reboot itself within the show.
Right.
Because, you know, when it first started out, it was about how the zombie apocalypse started.
Right.
And I feel like if they'd have just stuck with that arc, then
that would have been okay.
Then that probably would have been pretty interesting.
Right, but it turned into a soap opera, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a whole time jump, and then it was just like The Walking Dead with less interesting characters.
Right.
But then they brought Morgan on it.
Yeah.
And a whole new cast of characters, and I think that pretty much saved the show.
Yeah, yeah. Put life back into it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought about that. I mean, when it first came out, I was The Walking Dead. Back to when it first came out, I was a devoted fan. I would race home from work every night to make sure I could watch The Walking Dead. Right. And I think I kind of started to lose interest just right after the prison scene. The prison, you know, where they killed
okay.
Who was it? Herschel? Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it kind of lost it
That
for
was
me.
pretty early on.
Yeah, and I picked it up
pretty early on. That's actually before I joined the show.
I know, but then it came back out. They did a marathon, and I started watching that, and I got back into it. And my wife came in. Michelle came in from work, and I said, "Check this out." She never liked it in the first place. As a matter of fact, she was with the company that she doesn't work for anymore, but she was down in Atlanta when you guys were filming. And she was in a restaurant, and she said she had no idea what the hell was going on, but zombies came in and picked up an order of takeout, like a crap ton of takeout, and she didn't know what was going on, you know. But anyway, yeah, she started watching.
Yeah, right.
She started watching, and she's hooked all the way through. You know what I mean? Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of the way I am. It's like I don't know. I don't think it's as good a show as it was.
No.
But
I don't either.
I watched it to the beginning, mostly because I was working on it. But so now I just got to see how it ends.
Right. And who knows? And it's going to be interesting. Like you said, it's going to be great to see Rick back in the movies. And I don't know where that's coming from or what angle they're going to do that from. I mean, is it going to be like a theatrical remake of a variation of the beginning of the show, or is this going to be completely different? I have no idea.
I mean, okay, so like the last we saw of Rick, he was taken by one of those helicopters.
Right.
Like, and so they set the whole thing up. So spoiler warning for anybody who hasn't seen it, but you know, it came on so long ago that you haven't seen it. It's probably your own fault.
Right.
But they you know, they set it up so that like to make the rest so that everybody else thinks that Rick is dead.
Right.
But then But then,
but you're gonna find out different.
What's her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I cannot remember her name, but the leader of the trash heap people.
Oh,
the garbage pail kids.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't remember her name either. Oh, man, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? Wow.
Yeah, but she found Rick lying by the bridge that blew up, which is why everybody thought he was dead.
Right.
And she found him laying there, and he wasn't dead.
Right.
And then we found out that she had a connection to those people on the helicopters.
Okay.
And she flew off with him, and that's the last we see Rick.
Yeah, and that's where.
So I imagine the movie is
where that's going to pick up at.
I imagine the movie's going to pick it up from there.
Yeah. Wow, that's going to be interesting, right? That'll be very cool. Wow.
Yeah, right.
Pardon me. Excuse me. So
no, that's okay.
I would ask you what you have coming up, but I can't because you can't say. What about convention?
Yeah, I know. I was kind of worried about that during the interview. I was like, dude, I got all this cool stuff coming up, and I can't talk about it.
All right. We'll have you back. And
it's like
you can tell us.
Yeah, absolutely. I had like a movie that I filmed a scene for in 2018.
Right.
Was just released.
Right.
So I'm getting this called Zola.
Yeah, Zola. Yeah,
and,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm getting a lot of buzz from that.
Right. Yeah, like I say, I saw the post on.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I saw that post. I saw your post about Zola. I was like, what's that going to be like? It's going to be cool, right?
Huh. Yeah, it's a cool movie. I enjoyed it. I went and saw it when it came out in the theaters.
Uh
huh. We filmed it in 2018, and then they showcased it at the Sundance Film Festival.
Right.
And I think it won an award.
Cool. Yeah.
And then it just now released in a limited run at the theaters.
Right. Isn't that weird?
And now they have it on demand.
Isn't that weird? It takes them that long to get something released. I mean, I know there's a lot more involved, and
sometimes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You know, if you're already with a big production company, and you're with a big production company and you got all that funding and stuff, it doesn't take long at all to get something released.
Right.
Zola is with A24 Productions, and they're definitely coming up.
Right.
They're coming out with a lot of good stuff.
Right.
But, they're a smaller production company than a lot of the big blockbuster movies.
Right. Well, you got to start somewhere, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And it was a great movie, and the director Janiska Bravo is doing great with her movies, so yay for her.
Yeah. And maybe another call back for you, right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, she said I thanked her on Instagram for letting me be a part of it after the movie came out.
Right.
And she told me that she thought I was good, so you never know.
There you go. No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Well, you've got that coming up.
You never know. Funny story about that was.
Yeah.
Funny story about that is that they showed the picture of me in 2018 was before I got my teeth fixed.
Right.
Now.
You look good too, man. By the way, yeah.
Everybody loved me as a zombie because my teeth were falling out. I already talked to you about all the alcoholism and that I've been sober for 9 years. And
right. Good for you, man.
And
very good.
And so that. Thank you. But that did a number on my teeth.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure how I was going to make it in acting, but it's like I fit in pretty good in the monster world.
Right, made to order, right?
So
I have.
So
go ahead, bud. Go ahead, man.
Are you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, you're cutting in and out.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt you or anything. I was going to say, I kind of know how you feel because I am more or less in the same boat as far as teeth, because I had jaw cancer.
Yeah.
A few years ago. Remember that? I told you that. And it's rough, dude.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
rough, yeah. The radiation kind of did a number on me. So, yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. We're still here.
But I had to, like, I finally, got my teeth fixed.
Right.
And they look great now.
Yeah, they do.
So my funny story was that I was watching Zola. What?
Go ahead. You were watching Zola.
Okay, sorry. I was watching Zola, and I everybody else, like, they showed my big close up, and everybody else was so excited, and all I could think when I was seeing myself was, "Damn, I'm glad I got my teeth fixed." I was like, God, it looked freaking horrible.
Right. Right. Well, they look good, man. They look really good.
I mean, I guess it worked for my character in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
They really look good. Let me ask you this.
I guess
Okay.
it worked for my character in the movie. But...
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got everything going on. Everything's cool. I know there's time restrictions, time restraints on everything that you're doing. What about any upcoming meet and greets? Any of the sci-fi, the conventions or anything like that? Anything lined up or what?
Well, because of the pandemic, that's been kind of slow going.
Yeah. But we're coming out of it. Slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are coming out of it. We are coming out of it. You're absolutely right. But I haven't really gotten back big into the convention scene yet.
Yeah.
I do have a convention agent, and I'm pretty sure that she's gonna start getting me gigs again.
All right.
Pretty soon.
Well, let me make a couple of suggestions if I could. We'd love to see you at Midwest.
Okay.
With Keith Age, it's Midwest Paracon. That's going to be on October 1st. And let me see.
Okay.
A big one in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's a Dead Con. That's going to be October 15th through the 17th. So we're going to be there. It'd be great if you could show up, man. That'd be awesome.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like, if I can work it out, I'll have to. If you could text me the names of those cons, I can talk to her.
I will do. I'll do that.
See what she can do.
I'll do that, man. I
will. I mean, I was just at the camp. You know what the camp is?
No, I don't.
Okay, the camp is something here in Atlanta. It's a 2-day just Walking Dead event.
Oh, basically. Sweet. Cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So I did work on that.
Yeah.
But that's the only con I've done.
Okay.
Well,
dude, yeah.
I tried a couple of virtual cons.
Those don't work. Okay. Yeah, no.
I mean, they were kind of fun,
Yeah.
I did a panel and it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But as far as making money goes, no.
No, there's no way. No. But I will make sure that I send you those, because we'd love to. I almost said the bad word on the radio. We'd love to see you there. Very cool. Yeah, I know, man. It gets hard sometimes to slip. Okay. Again, I will text you that. I will send you the information for those cons, and hopefully you'll be there. It'd be great to see you. I can tell you right now, the guy that runs the one in Fort Wayne is Eric Verner, and he may contact you, or Shay Wooten may contact you. I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay.
But I appreciate you coming on, man.
Redirect you to my agent.
Right. I appreciate you coming on, man. I know we're going to run out of time here. I know it's you're having a hard time here, man. But thank you very much. And
yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. It's fine. It's great. And I just thank you for coming on and talking with me again. It's been a long time, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem. No problem at all.
Feel free to have me on anytime.
Absolutely will do. I'm going to let you get through the secret stuff that we can't talk about right now, and then I'll get in contact with you again and have you on, okay?
Well, maybe next time you have me on, I can talk about some of this stuff.
Yes, sir.
Because it's really cool stuff. I just can't,
Yeah.
I could tell you, but then I have to come to where you are and like kill you.
I know. So forget that. All right, man. Ben, we'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Bye.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
This is Rick McCullum of the Hollywood Ghost Hunters, and you're listening to The Dead Zone.
Dead Zone WDZRDB Worldwide.
This is the Dead Zone Paranormal Radio Show.
Thanks for listening. If you've enjoyed this episode, share it with your friends.